First and foremost, I'd like to introduce to our developed website, that is the Knlc kiosk website. We have chosen to pick this restaurant to create its own dedicated website where its main functionality and purpose will be mainly centered around the idea of a self-serving kiosk. This is targeted to the customers that have an objective to order from the Knlc restaurant item list, or maybe just to browse through the food and drinks that the Knlc restaurant has to offer. In order for the creation of this Knlc kiosk website to be successful, many different design principles had to be considered to ensure that the website will not only have an appealing preference but also a suitable visual style. And this is also alongside with the three coding languages that will become the main framework and allow the functionality and the interactivity of the website to perform as best as they can. The website overall is specifically designed to be a user-friendly website because it is ordered to fulfill its role as the self-serving kiosk system role. So to ensure that the users face no obstacles or any troubles in order to use the websites for their own desired goals. This website also consists of 5 different web pages where they all have their own distinctive role to fill in, such as the home page, the food and drink section, the promotion, and the review and payment pages. Now, because of the distinctive different web pages, it allows users to adhere themselves on the web page that will correspond with their current needs. The appealing nature and theme of the website was also designed to improve the overall experience of the user during their time with the website. The coding or the HTML languages that we use will become the main layout and the foundation of the website, while the CSS coding will present the website and its entire styling and its appearance. And lastly, the JavaScript coding will be used in order to add on with the interactivity between the user and website and further include more engagement to the users with the website in order to allow them to have more control over the website based on their desired preferences.
Hi everyone, today I'm going to walk you through the homepage of the Knlc self-service kiosk system. This is the first thing customers see when they visit our web app. As you can see, the design uses a premium deep green and gold color theme to match our restaurant's brand identity. Right at the center, we have the hero section. This is the main welcome area. We have the brand logo clearly displayed at the top. Below that, you'll see our system title, which is Knlc Self-Service Kiosk System. We also included a catchy slogan, which is Eat Good, Feel Good, Skip the Queue. This immediately tells customers that this system is about speed and convenience. The most important part here is this big button that says Tap to start ordering. It's bright and easy to find, so customers know exactly what to do to order their food. The navigation bar. If you look at the top of the screen, we have a sticky navigation bar. It stays there even when you scroll, so you never get lost. It has clear links to different pages like food, drinks, promotion, and review tray, which is your shopping cart. This makes moving around the site very smooth. As we scroll down, we have 3 important information cards. We place this here to answer common customer questions without them needing to ask the staff. First, the weekend policy. It clearly says no reservation on weekends. This manages customers' expectation right away. Second, artisan cakes. This promotes our custom cake service. There is a WhatsApp button here that links directly to the manager for special orders. The last one is join the squad. This is a hiring section. Anyone interested in working with us can click apply now to chat with the assistant manager. Moving down, we have a section called Vibe Check. We included a high quality photo of our restaurant interior. This is important because it shows new customers the ambience and environment of KNLC's Nawang, making them feel excited to visit. The last one at the bottom, we have the footer. This is the information hub. For the corporate info, it lists our address, business registration, and phone number. For the opening hours, we clearly state that we are open at 10:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. and close on Tuesdays. Social media on the right, we have buttons that say stalk us, tag us, vibe with us. This link to our Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Threads. For the table reservation, there is a book now button for easy eat reservation with a small note that is for Monday to Thursday only. So that is the homepage. It is designed to be clean, informative, and most importantly, it guides the customers to start ordering immediately with just one tap. Thank you. Hi everyone. Today, I'm going to walk you through the homepage of the KNLC self-service kiosk. I will now present the technical side of our homepage, which is the file name index.html. These files act as the main entry point for the KNLC kiosk system. It combines HTML structure, CSS styling, and JavaScript functionality to create the experience you can see on the screen. Let's start at the top. Inside the head tag, you can think of this as the backstage area. We are importing four key external tools here. First, Bootstrap 5. This is our main framework. It helps us build the layout quickly and ensures the site works on mobile phones. Second, Font Awesome. This gives us all the icons like the shopping cart and social media logos. Third, Google Fonts. We are importing Playfair display for elegant titles and puffins for easy reading. Lastly, animate.css. We use this to add smooth entrance animation to our text. Next, inside the styling section, the most important part is here under root. We define our brand colors as variables, which is KLNC green and KLNC gold. Why is this important? It acts like a master switch. If we ever decide to change the brand color from green to blue, I only change it here once, and it updates everywhere on the website instantly. Moving into the actual body content, here is our section. Here is our hero section. We use a specific CSS technique here called a linear gradient overlay. If you look at the background code, we place a semi-transparent dark layer on top of the foot image. We did this for readability. Without this dark layer, the white text would be hard to read against the colorful foot photo. For the layout, we use the Bootstrap grid system. You can see classes like CallLG4. This code makes the website responsive. It tells the browser if the user is on a laptop, put 3 boxes in a row. But if they are on a phone, stack them vertically. This ensures the kiosk looks professional on any screen size. Finally, at the very bottom, we have a JavaScript logic. Here is function called add to cart. When a user click a button, this code triggers a toast notification. That little pop-up message that says added to cart. We choose a toast instead of an alert box because it's smoother and doesn't interrupt the user while they are browsing. So in summary, index.html uses a strong HTML foundation styled with CSS variable for consistent branding and enhanced with JavaScript for smooth user experience. Thank you. I will now present the technical side of our.
So this is our interface for the website for the food section. Whenever the customer click the food button, this is what they will see. The text will appear like this, and when the customer scroll down, the menu will appear as you can see here. All the menu will appear whenever the customer scroll down. Other than that, the features I added is whenever the customer hover their mouse over the menu will tilt follow the mouse. As you can see here, all the menu I added this function. Also, other than that, the customer can select what they want, like breakfast, snacks, sandwich, wrap and burgers, main course and dessert here. Other than that, I add the add to tray button. When the customer click it, the order will come here, will be here, and the total estimate for the price. Let's add some more. I add spaghetti bolognese and main course. Snacks, I will choose cheese potato. As you can see here, this is the price and this is the final price that the customer need to pay. That's all from me. Thank you. So this is our interface for the website for the food section. Whenever the customer, good day everyone. Today I will be presenting the technical implementation of the Knlc kitchen field menu. This interface is built using a modern front-end stack using HTML5 for the structure, Bootstrap 5 for the responsive grid, JavaScript for the state management and interactivity, and CSS for the design. Starting at the top of the code, I utilize the Bootstrap fixed top navbar. Technically, this is achieved through a Flexbox container that handles the responsive collapse for mobile user. A key feature here is the card counter. This isn't just a static number, it is tied to a global JavaScript array. Whenever an item is added, a function called update card counter recalculates the total quantity and updates the DOM in real time. In the hero section, I implemented a typewriter effect using a JavaScript recursive function. Instead of using a simple CSS animation, I use char index to programmatically inject text into the typewriter title ID. Furthermore, you will notice a class called reveal on scroll. I wrote a custom intersection logic in the script that monitor the window scroll position. When an element gets bounding client bracket, open bracket and close bracket, top enters the viewport, JavaScript add a visible class triggering the smooth upward fade. The menu uses a category filter system. Each food card is marked with data category attribute. When a user clicks a filter button, it triggers the filter menu function. This function performs a loop and match operation. It iterates through a full item and uses a conditional statement to toggle the CSS display property. This ensures that only the relevant nodes are rendered in the DOM, while others are hidden to keep the layout clean. For the menu card, I implemented a 3D tilt effect. This is calculated by measuring the mouse coordinate relative to the card center point and applying a CSS perspective transform. The added tray feature is the core of the application's logic. When added to cart is triggered, it checks if the item already exists in the cart array using the .find open bracket and close bracket method. If it exists, it increments the quantity. If not, it pushes a new object. Most importantly, I use web storage API, open bracket, local storage, close bracket. By calling json.string if open bracket, close bracket, the user tray is saved directly into the browser memory, ensuring the data is not lost if the page is refreshed. Finally, the tray itself is a bootstrap of canvas component. I wrote a render side card function that clears the previous HTML are rebuilt and the tray list using the update card data. It also performs a real-time calculation of the total estimate by reducing the array of price. This provides a seamless app-like experience for the customer and the user. Conclusion, by combining Bootstrap layout power with custom JavaScript logic, I have created a menu that is both visually engaging and technically robust. Thank you for your time to look at my coding. Now, let's check the website.
Next, I will explain about the tutorial of ordering water. The videos beside is function as a step-by-step tutorial that guide customer on how to order water through the Knlc Kitchen and Patisserie online drink menu. At the beginning of the video, the website is open using a web browser. The viewer can see the homepage layout smoothly, transition to the drink menu section, indicating that the system is web-based and user-friendly. Once the drink page is displayed, the user scroll down to explore the available beverage option. The tutorial highlights how user can easily locate water by using category filter button, such as all, hot, and cold. Since water is a cold beverage, the user select the cold category, which instantly update the menu display to show only cold drink. This demonstrates that the website supports dynamic filtering to help user find item faster. When the water option appears, the customer can click on it and then select the Add to Tray button. This action confirms that the item has been added to the order, and the tutorial shows the tray card icon updating, which visually informs the customer selection has been successfully recorded. Finally, the video beside shows how the customer can open the tray to review the order before proceeding to checkout and payment, completing the ordering process and clearly. So, the web display uses a simple, modern and organized interface to enhance the customer experience. At the top of the page, there is navigation bar displaying the name of Knlc Kitchen and Patisserie, along with menu options such as home, food, drink, and promotion. This navigation structure allows users to move between different sections of the website easily. The main content area is feature of heading like handcraft beverage, which introduce the drink menu below this heading. There are category buttons that enable user to filter drink based on their preference. Each drink is displayed in a card style layout, which include a clear image of the beverage of the drink, such as water, a brief description and the price is in Malaysian ringgit. This visual presentation help user quickly understand what they are ordering. Each drink card also include Add to Tray button, making the ordering process straightforward and efficient. The tray card or card icon is consistent, visible on the screen, ensuring that user and customer can check their selected item at any time. Overall, the web display emphasizes clarity, ease of navigation, and functionality, making it suitable for both first-timer and returning user. Thank you. Today, I will be presenting about digital drink menu system for Knlc Kitchen and Patisserie. So, number 1, purpose of the website. Purpose of the website is to view drink with image, description, and price. Also, the drink has been filtered by a category, and also it has add drink to a tray card. This is because to view a selected item in a floating side card and experience a modern and interactive cafe style interface. For number 2 is HTML structure, content and layout. It has section and external library use. So external library use have 3, which are Bootstrap 5. Bootstrap 5 is used for grid layout, navigation bar, card, button, and responsiveness. Number 2 is Font Awesome, used for icons such as card plus button and basket. Number 3 is Google Font. It has 2 divided by 2, which is Play Fair Display, which for heading and luxury and premium look, and Poppins for body text and clean and modern. So number 3 is CSS styling. It's for design and appearance. The first one is CSS variable. It's ensure consistent color usage and make the design easier to maintain. Number 2 is body and typography. It covers background color, text color, and font. 3. Navigation bar. It is fixed at the top, use blur effect, and contains logo with rotation animation or hover. Okay, so for number 4 is header section, which are for signature header box. This is the main visual highlight, which is use gradient background, gold border, rotating glow animation, and typewriter text animation. The text is handcraft beverage, appear later by later using JavaScript. So the purpose is to attract attention and create a premium first impression. So number 5 is filter button. User can filter drink by many choice, such as all, coffee and latte, matcha, smoothie, and hot and cold. Each button has hover animation, change color when active, and call filter menu function. This improves usability and browsing experience. Number 6 is drink menu card. Each drink is displayed using a bootstrap card. So the card component is for drink image, drink name, short description, price, and add to tray button. So number 7 is add to tray button, which is we use JavaScript interaction. When click, reply animation appear button change to add. Item is add to cart, quantity update if them already exist, and cart icon will shake and cart counter will increase. So this create instant feedback for other user. So number 8 is cart system, local storage. How the cart works. Cart data is stored in local storage and cart process even after page refresh. Each item has ID, name, price, image, and quantity. Number 9 is floating cart icon. It located at the bottom right corner, always visible, show number of item, and click open on the side cart. This will improve the accessibility and convenience. Number 10 is side cart. It is for off-canvas component. The side cart displays selected item, quantity, total estimate, remove item button, checkout button. This allows user to review their order and make changes easily. Number 11 is JavaScript feature summary. JavaScript handle typewriter animation, scroll review animation, 3D cart tail, add remove cart item, cart total calculation, cart persistent, category filtering, and button ripple effect. So number 12 is footer section. The footer include logo, brand name, tagline, address, operating hour, and copyright notice. This ad is professionalism and credibility. So this website is so responsiveness because we using Bootstrap, and it will work on mobile, tablet, and desktop. Navigation bar collapse on small screen and grid adjust automatically.
Now, let's look at the promotion page, which is promotion.html. The coding strategy here shifts to a darker, more exclusive theme to highlight our special deals. If you look at the CSS here, specifically under the body tag, you'll see we set the background color to var. Unlike the home page, which might use white or image, we flooded this page with our brand deep green. Why? This creates a VIP or exclusive feeling. It makes the gold text and the white food cards pop up visually. In the navigation bar, we made a small but important change. Look at the link for promotions. We added the class active. This tells the user you are here by highlighting the text in gold. We also included a card counter in the corner. This little badge isn't static. It's connected to our JavaScript to update numbers in real time. Here is the core of the page, which is the promotion cards. We use the bootstrap grid again, which is called MD6. So on laptops, you will see two big deals side by side. For the design, we use a glass effect. You can see the background is set to RGBA 255-255-255-0.1. This gives a modern, semi-transparent look. Look at the price code. We use del to strike through the old price and buy gold font for the new price. This visually contrast psychologically pushes to the user to buy. Instead of sending users to a different page every time they add an item, we build an off-canvas sidebar. This code acts like a hidden drawer on the right side of the screen. When triggered, it slides out so the user can see their tray. This is better for user experience because they don't lose their place on the menu while checking their order. Finally, let's look at the engine behind these sales, which is the JavaScript. We are using something called local storage. This is more important. It allows the browser to remember the customer's order. If a customer adds a combo meal, closes the browser and comes back 5 minutes later, the item is still there. The script also automatically calculates the total price by multiplying quantity with price, ensuring no math errors. So, promotion.html uses a dark immersive theme, clear pricing visuals, and smart data storage to make buying easy and persistent. Thank you. Now, let's look at the promotion page, which is promotion.html. The coding strategy here shifts to a more exclusive theme to highlight our special deals. If you look at the CSS here, specifically under the body tag, you'll see we set the background color to var. Unlike the home page, which might use white or image, we flooded this page with our brand deep green. Why? This creates a VIP or exclusive feeling. It makes the gold text and the white food cards pop up visually. In the navigation bar, we made a small but important change. Look at the link for promotions. We added the class active. This tells the user you are here by highlighting the text in gold. We also included a card counter in the corner. This little badge isn't static. It's connected to our JavaScript to update numbers in real time. Here is the core of the page, which is the promotion cards. We use the bootstrap grid again, which is called MD6. So on laptops, you will see two big deals side by side. For the design, we use a glass effect. You can see the background is set to RGBA 255-255-255-0.1. This gives a modern, semi-transparent look. Look at the price code. We use del to strike through the old price and buy gold font for the new price. This visually contrast psychologically pushes to the user to buy. Instead of sending users to a different page every time they add an item, we build an off-canvas sidebar. This code acts like a hidden drawer on the right side of the screen. When triggered, it slides out so the user can see their tray. This is better for user experience because they don't lose their place on the menu while checking their order. Finally, let's look at the engine behind these sales, which is the JavaScript. We are using something called local storage. This is more important. It allows the browser to remember the customer's order. If a customer adds a combo meal, closes the browser and comes back 5 minutes later, the item is still there. The script also automatically calculates the total price by multiplying quantity with price, ensuring no math errors. So, promotion.html uses a dark immersive theme, clear pricing visuals, and smart data storage to make buying easy and persistent. Thank you. Now, let's look at the promotion page, which is promotion.html.
Thank you to Ashraf Syazwan for that engaging walkthrough of our promotion page and the strategic golden hour offers. So my name is Ahmad Muqtaar and holding the student ID 2023606226. So in this segment of our group presentation, I will be responsible for explaining the order finalization and secure transaction modules of the Knlc kiosk system. My focus will be on how we bridge the gap between user and data processing. So building upon that user interest, I will now demonstrate the technical architecture behind the card review and payment interface. So these stages are engineered to ensure data integrity and seamless user experience before the order is committed to the queue system. So for this part of a card, as you can see, card or review tray. So this is I will explain the UI and visual effects. So upon the navigating to the review tray, the user interface is designing to offer immediate visual feedback. So we utilize the animate.css library to create the staged entrance effect, and specifically the animate fade in out class. This ensure that each card item slide in smoothly from the bottom, reducing the connective load and making the leads feel responsive. So at the header, we implemented a custom JavaScript typewriter effects for the prompt confirm your cravings. So unlike a static header, this dynamic text animation serves as a psychological hook to maintain user engagement during the review process. So visually, we strict adhere to complete our corporate identity. The layout utilize our primary dark green, or the code will be 2E5834. For branding consistency, while the action button such as quantity toggles accented in premium gold, or the code will be F5C645 to guide the user eye naturally. So for user control, we included a red or the code will be FF4D4D trash button with CSS hover rotate transition. So this allow user to intuitively remove item. On the right, and the stick summary card remains fit as a user scroll, providing a constant visibility of the subtotal and the calculated 6% of the service tax and the grand total, ensuring full financial transparency before they proceed. Thank you to Ashraf Syazwan for that engaging walkthrough of our promotion. So this part was a coding of card.html. So this is I will explaining the technical implementation. So from a technical standpoint, the card.html module operates heavily on the client side data persistence, and the core function was a rendered card, and it's retrieved the JSON strings stored in the browser local storage under the Knlc card. So it passed this data, dynamically inject the HTML structure for each item in the DOM using template literals. So this ensure the user selection precise even if the page is refreshed. So for the financial logic, we programmed a specific algorithm named calculate total. So this function is iterate through the card array, performing the arithmetic operation to derive the subtotal. So it then compute the text variable by multiplying the subtotal by 0.06 and represent the 6% text. So finally is update the inner text of the hashtag total val element. So in real time to reflect the accurate payable amount. So when the user click the log order and pay, so this button, the go to payment function is triggered. So this function serves two purposes. First, it save the financial, calculate Knlc grand total. to local storage to ensure exact data continuity, and seconds, it redirect the user to the secure checkout page. So jump into a payment page display. So this is the display as you can see. Transitioning to the payment interface titled Secure Checkout. So we employed a split layout architecture reinforced by directional animation to guide the user focus. So the customer detail forms on the left enter via animate fade in left, while the order summary on the right enter via animate fade in right. So this converging animation style subtly guide the user attention towards the center, creating a balanced viewport. A critical UI features here is the conditional input rendering. So by default, the table number input field is visible. So however, if the user select take away pack from the dining option drop down, our script automatically hide the input fields. This streamline the form, ensuring we only captures relevant data based on the user context. So for the call to action, the confirm payment button features a key custom CSS animation we define as keyframe pulse goal. So this creates a continuous subtle glowing pulse effect using box shadows, signaling to the user that this is the final definitive step to conclude the transactions. So jumping into a payment page display. So this is the display. So next, as you can see, this is the code snippet of payment.html. So on the back end of this interface, payment.html, we utilize advanced DOM manipulation and validation logics. So the transaction flow is governed by the process transaction function. So it first execute a validation check using the suite alert2 library to ensure all the required fields, specifically name and phone number, are populated. If the data is valid, it dynamically triggered the appropriate payment model, such as hashtag QR model for the QRP or hashtag card model for card transaction, creating a realistic simulation of a payment gateway. So upon a successful simulation of the payment, the system execute the critical finalized payment function. So this code perform three keys operation. So first, it's generate a unique randomized order ID prefix with Knlc using math.randoms. So number two, it's capture the exact current timestamp for record keeping. And number three, it commit all session data to local storage before routing the user to the queue generation page. So that's all. For that, conclude the technical architecture for the card and payment modules, ensuring a secure, visually cohesive, and user-friendly transaction flow for the Knlc kiosk. To explain how this data is synthesized into the final digital receipt and queue number system, we'll now pass the floor to our next presenter, Adib Irfan. So next,
first and foremost, the interface of this queue web page is introduced with the title card that informs the customer that the order is success and currently in queue. Afterwards, it's shown that the payment process was successful, giving the thanks to the customer's name according to the previous filled out information done by the customers themselves. The queue numbers will be displayed in a circle shape utilizing a dark green contrast with a pulsing light green animation that highlights itself, that it makes it easily recognizable to the customer. A receipt is displayed for the user with the appropriate information that will allow the customers to once again review back their orders to make any future needed reference or self-reflection. The customers is able to receive a digital copy of this receipt by using their email as the receiver and clicking the send button. Last but not least, the customers are also given the options to make another order or return back to the home page. To start off the coding for this queue page, the head tagging consists of different meta tags that help with the search engine, title that states the order queue, and several links that become the link reference to different external CSS style sheets. Next, we have the internal style that determines several different styles that will be used in individual elements and tags within the files, such as the style for HTML body, the different heading for headers, the type of header box that used to contain the information, navigational bar with padding and border to ensure that there is no intrusion, the queue cards with its queue style and the circle shape with addition of pulsing animation, the keyframe that determines the animation detail for the queue number circle, and the receipt box itself with its text alignment and background. Furthermore, there's already an established navigational bar used in all web pages to ensure continuous navigational feature across all web pages with its predetermined aforementioned CSS style. Next, a section tagging is used alongside with its style class to create a division that becomes the title card of the queue page, stating that you're in queue, with its letter spacing used to enhance the text appearance to make it more presentable. Afterwards, another division is used to create the payment information, wherein a header tree was utilized to bold the important statements such as payment successful. Within this creator box, there's also a queue circle division that displays the queue number, also using animation to display the circle itself with an ID element that gains its data and places it in the appropriate location. Furthermore, the receipt section is also added with an input that's set to type to email only for the customer to input an input that will only be their email address. Last but not least, an absolute link leading back to the home page or index HTML file has been placed with the text of order again /home. A photo has been inserted to place the already established information about the Knlc restaurant. And lastly, a script has also been added in the form of JavaScript to add function tags with the functionality of sending the digital receipt copy to the inserted customer email, retrieving previous data that's appropriate for the next steps, such as the items ordered or customer name, and lastly, clearing the session of the web page itself. The conclusion that can be created upon examining and reviewing back the entire development process of the Knlc kiosk website is that the entire process, consisting of discussion and implementation of multitude of elements such as design principles and website layout, combination of code languages, and the overall experience and planning, has concluded with the production of a successful Knlc kiosk website itself. Throughout the development of the website, the integration of HTML foundation has become the set basis of the website foundation. The CSS style represents the overall appearance and how the website and its elements is displayed, and the JavaScript with its inclusion of interactable elements that further boost engagement between the customer and the website have all been combined and integrated, utilized with one another to further enhance the overall performance and appearance of the website itself. This is further strengthened with the addition of navigational interface that allows users to be at ease when navigating the website, with a reduction in risk of confusion. The inclusion of a well-maintained navigational bar and its clarity of where it directs to allows users to navigate the website with full comprehension in what sort of matters they are getting into. Last but not least, from the development of this website, the design of the user interface has been adjusted and tweaked to comfort the user. The theme and atmosphere of this website exhibits a clear and calm feeling, as the website's theme is revolved around a nature theme, utilizing the green colors mostly in the more websites. Not only that, but it's also designed to reflect the overall restaurant's theme and environment, giving the users a sense of familiarity with the Knlc restaurant on the website.